Amy Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He lofts it deep left. He's got it inside the 25. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
2nd and 10 now. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Working quickly here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. So 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. New set of downs for him at the 38. Tight end in motion left. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 17. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Ravens get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. From the 36. That'll be complete to Ford. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Setting up a throw. Short pass brought in. They drop it with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
That's Mayer. He's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. From the red zone now. Hauled in by Gray. And this one does not go far. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard. Ready to go with the 2nd quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. Ford straight ahead. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Touchdown, Cleveland! Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. now looking to throw. Escapes the pocket, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on second down. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Third and long for him here. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Walker going in motion left. And he doesn't get much here. Just enough to get down inside the 40. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Caught by the open man. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. It's the Ravens looking at 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
To throw again on 2nd and 10. This one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Pass play now. On the move, headed right. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Forced out to his right. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
These defenders, they can just feel it. You're up a couple scores in the game, and you know what the other side is starting to do. They're starting to press, and you're going to start to see a little bit more pass. And that's when these defenders pin their ears back. They get home, and they create havoc in a sack, just like that. I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Here he is on third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. They're going for this. And they won't do it. So that ball's incomplete on fourth down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Let's go now. 65 back. 19 tight.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. The Browns close in and take him down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Third down from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Back to throw, needing a first. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Launches one deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. That's a Cleveland touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Pass complete to Walker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They go play action on first. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. And the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Throwing it again here. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10 now. Complete out to the right side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Bullock's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. One last play before the break.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
A give up the middle to Ford. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
From the 33 on second down. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 now. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, well, he had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game.
Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. New series coming up following the punt. And the Ravens will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That one's complete right side. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. From the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Another throw here on 2nd down. As the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. He'll throw it yet again. This finds Mitchell complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. They just get the play off. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Walker hauls it in. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Back to throw on 3rd down. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Looking for a throw here. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate. But it's never over till it's over.
They'll throw to begin this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. They go play action here. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll try and throw it here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go, sack. Big Lion. Curve 19. Curve 19. Set, go.
Here's a throw. Getting out to his left. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
19 tight. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hut, hut.
Desperation time here on fourth. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Ready, set.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Come on. Set. Go.
Back to throw. It is cut left side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Majarius Sneed with the INT.
On the jump.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. On target to Worthy. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Chased out to his right. Connecting on the slant. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here we go.
They'll throw on 1st. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
7 Pirates, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
2nd and 10 now. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns down by 10. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. This is brought in at the 15. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns parlay the interception into points. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And it sets up 2nd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Tight end going in motion here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or two and 3rd downs per critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Here he is to throw. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stands.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
19, Tiger, 19. Hey, check that. Go.
On the carry, it's Ford. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now to throw. He's on the move. That's caught for the 1st. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal. He'll look to throw it. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Ready up.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go now.
Setting up to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Bronco 80.
Looking to throw it. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Kaimi Fairbairn on now as we see how he handles this moment. This one from an even 40 yards out. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, well, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. That's going to do it for regulation. So some bonus football in store. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. Now hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First throw of overtime now. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll be at midfield here as he gets out of bounds. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the 1st down marker. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
You know by now, Kate, what I call that. That's that car wash ball. Just come to life. That's when you throw that ball right through that car wash and you throw it with such velo, it doesn't get wet. It's do it with that kind of accuracy down the field. This dude's elite.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Ford. And he runs it in for the touchdown. Start the celebration, baby. They win it in overtime. So the Browns come away with the win. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.
Something new. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Snitches wanna try, snitches wanna lie, the snitches wonder why, snitches wanna die. All I know is pain, all I feel is rain. How can I maintain with madness on my brain? I resort to moving silence like you don't know what I silence. New York, the wildest. My dogs is with it. You want it? Come and get it. Took it, then we split it. Damn right we did it. What you gon' do when we run up on you? Messing with the wrong crew. Don't know what we going through. I'ma have to show how easily we. Let me find out there's some more. That's running with Joe. Nothing we can't handle. Break it up and dismantle. Light it up like a candle. Just cause I can't stand you. Put my on tapes like you busting grapes. Think you holding weight and you haven't met the apes. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Yo, it's y'all people crazy? Be crazy, stop acting like a baby. Mind your business, lady. Nosy people get it too. When you see me spit at you, you know I'm trying to get rid of you. Yeah, I know it's pitiful. That's how get down. Watch my get round. Make you suckers kiss ground. Just for talking. Oh, you think it's funny? Then you don't know me, money. It's about to get ugly. Whatever, dog, I'm hungry. Guess you know what that means. Come up off that ravine. Don't make it a scene. Give a dog a bone. Leave a dog alone. Let a dog roam and he'll find his way home. Home of the brave. My home is the cave. And yo, I'm a slave to my home is the grave. I'ma pull papers. It's all about the papers. Caught the papers and now they wanna. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Man, look what you done started. Act written, you got it. Had it, should've shot it. Now you're dealing departed. Get at me, dog, gonna rip. This one here, I flip. No, when I kick, gonna be some slick. What would that look for when I walked in the door? Oh, you thought you was raw? Cause now you on the floor. Wishing you never saw me walk through that door. With that. Now it's time for bed. Two more today. Got the floor blown. Yeah, that. Another unsolved mystery. It's going down in history. They never did to me. Can't get to me. Got to make a move. Got a point to prove. Gotta make them groove. Got them all like ooh. So to the next time you hear this dog rhyme, try to keep your mind on get prime. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew that when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?